Hey, Good Shepherd. Scott here. I'm doing the Good Shepherd refresh today on these kind of weird days when, I should say Wednesdays, these fifth Wednesdays of the month. You'll be getting a little devotion from me. And so today, I thought it would be fitting to talk a little bit about New Year's resolutions. I know if you're like me, you've already started kind of listing maybe some goals or some hopes and dreams for 2022, kind of looking back on what 2021 was all about, and maybe you want to make some changes. You may wonder where I am, and so right now I'm technically currently in John Bryan State Park, but I was in the Glen Helen Nature Preserve, ran through there, got to John Bryan, ran through there, and headed up to Clifton Gorge, which is this is all up by Yellow Spring. So if you're looking for a great place to hike and connect with nature, I would say this is a good place to check out. I would totally come here. You're right along the Little Miami River, and it's a lot smaller than maybe you'd be used to down where we are. But that's a sidebar. Getting back to this idea of resolutions for the year. As a Lutheran, I'm always I try to embody this idea of grace, right? Grace for other people, grace for when people make mistakes. Really leaning into this idea that none of us are perfect. We're missing the mark all the time. I find that there are certain parts of me that I'm not super excited about, maybe a little extra around the tummy that I just can never seem to lose. Maybe I don't run that fast, I don't run that fast, but, I see other people my age or, even a little older that run much faster than me. I see people online that just appear to have it all worked out, and I wonder, why am I struggling so much? And so that can lead me to get really critical of who I am and what I think is important in my life. I need to kind of lighten up on myself a little bit and give myself that grace to make those mistakes and to miss the mark from time to time. And so the thing that's helped me over the past year or so when I'm setting these goals is where the goals are coming from. If I look at that goal and I think to myself, well, that's a goal or something I want, and it's coming out of a place of anger, out of a place of disgust for myself, that's something that I try not to really feed into. But if it's a goal that comes out of love for myself, maybe getting more rest, meditating more. Since I work at church, I kind of find that I go to worship a lot, but I don't worship a lot, if that makes sense. And so maybe it's a couple times a month, go to the Saturday evening worship service where I don't have to work and spend that time. If it's coming out of a place of love and not out of a critical place, then I think that that's probably a goal that hopefully I can lift up. I think of Jesus and the example that he set, and this idea that he says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. And I think there's many times that I love my neighbor much more than myself. And I have to remember that part of that love has to be self-love. We have to love who we are. Because at the end of the day, regardless if we lose 30 pounds, shave, 15 minutes off of a personal record in a long distance race, or lift a lot of weight, or get that promotion, or earn more money, or whatever it is, take the big trip, serve, 50 more hours. It doesn't matter. I just remind myself that God loves me regardless of the works that I do. Hopefully you have a wonderful new year, and hopefully when you're setting those resolutions for the year, that you do it out of a place of love. And if you want, leave us a comment down below. Let us know some of the resolutions that you're thinking of, things that you're hoping for the year, maybe things that you were blessed with this year, some things you're thankful for. Crossing a stream. So thank you so much for connecting with the Good Shepherd Refresh, and we'll be back next week on Wednesday as well. We look forward to seeing you then. Take care.